Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Fabula Ultima one-shot that you all voted on. Yes, we finally got it to you months after we said we would. Great. This is the energy we're bringing. If you're not familiar with Fabula Ultima, it is a TTRPG, or TTJRPG, however they phrase it. But basically, if you've played Final Fantasy VII, you're going to see a lot of similarities here. We got Charles.
Woo! What up?
We got Evan.
Woo!
And Jeffrey. Woo! We will be having a lot of fun, and we are thankful that you guys all voted on this. Don't worry, we'll have some more votes coming up with more one-shots in the new year. But before we get to the one-shot itself, let's roll that title! The City of Jericho is ready to launch. All 4 of its generators are rearing up, absorbing as much energy from the ground as possible to send the city into the skies. Naturally, you all, known as the Dust Devils, are not fans of this. None of you all want any of the surrounding area, whether it be your hometowns, whether it just be places nearby that you want destroyed. You want to see them fine and safe. So naturally, the only way to do that is by destroying these generators. There are 4 different teams, each set to destroy one of the generators. Alpha, Delta, Gamma, or, who will be watching, Omega. As the Omega Squad, you're tasked with getting into the city. However, you're running a little late. You should have already been in the city by now, and the walls are starting to close, not allowing too many people in before the city gets ready to blast off. You are all in a... well, let's describe it. Jeffrey, what kind of a vehicle are you guys are you in right now that's hopefully able to get through the walls before it closes?
This obviously is a bit in the future, but it is still this all-white, sort of very non-aerodynamic, large, no windows, it's all metal plating, just kind of painted white, like utility van. And
the A-team.
Yeah, we're definitely the Z team, but let's go on.
Well, that brings up a good point then. Traveling in such a van must have been an experience in and of itself. Evan, describe that experience for us.
There is no air conditioning. It squeaks, it squeals. The belts squeal as we drive through the towns. It's just the exhaust pipe just sort of like plumes of smoke at the back.
Great. And then last thing, Charles, what is the reason you guys aren't already in the city right now?
We got held up with a lot of different things, like just we're not as organized as the other teams are, so we're just working on our, team building. So this is why we're in this car, because we couldn't agree on what vehicle to bring.
Who is driving this vehicle?
I would say probably me, my character, Russ.
Russ, go ahead and describe Russ for us.
So Russ is this larger fellow. He is built like every other dad on the planet. Always got a smile on his face, though. He's a very happy person. Brown hair, but just kind of like focusing on the mission and just checking, like looking over, just checking on them every now and then just to make sure they're doing their part.
As a overprotective patriarch that you are, you just keep looking over the side, making sure everyone's in their proper position. Is anyone in the passenger seat, or are both of you just in the back?
I say I'm probably in the passenger seat.
All right, go ahead and describe Cass for us then, Jeffrey.
So Cass is a 28-year-old, middle height kind of guy, dirty blonde hair, kind of a rough beard, pretty dark and hopeless look about him as the world has sort of kind of beaten him down.
I said to describe your character, Jeffrey, not... No.
That's a very good picture for me.
It's like I'm looking right at him. This is so odd.
Oh, I'm playing myself again. Oh, no.
What are you doing in the passenger seat right now as we see Russ keeping an eye out on you and the person in the back?
100%, I've got like a little map out to make sure we're 100% going to go to the right spot. We are going to go to the right generator. I'm also still kind of bickering with him about a little bit about the vehicle that we chose, because this is the vehicle I wanted. I've lived in the city. I know, like, it's crappy. It's not fun, but the guards are gonna be like, get this thing out of here.
Yeah, but Cass, it's not comfortable. Like, it's just, yes, it fits in with the rest of the city, but it's not like something that this is not what it's designed for. We're not, this is the worst card we could have picked.
It's about the mission. The Jerrys have to go down. We can't let this city get out.
I think you just really like this card. That's why you wanted it.
It was 200 zenith.
Exactly my point. It was 200 zenith. We started off with more money than that. We had plenty of money.
So in the back, while this conversation is happening, Evan, who is your character and describe what they look like?
So my character's name is Blue 30, and you would see a anthropomorphic horse, the head of a Clydesdale, and like a robot body that's like, more humanoid, probably mostly silver, and metal plates and stuff like that. Probably very, very cramped in the back of this car, like heads like on the ceiling, and his legs are like propped up on like either one of like the seats or like the, just to get a little bit more room. Just chilling there. Yeah, I agree, this car sucks.
But I know the guards. I've dealt with these guys all my life. Listen, I'm more dedicated to this mission than it seems either of you are. I can put up a little bit of discomfort.
Son, let me tell you something. When I found you, I'm so glad I was able to find you and help you out, and I'm glad we're on this mission together. I'm very happy we could spend this time together and doing something, like a father and son would. However, you're wrong. Now, hopefully you're right about them letting us in, but once we're in, we need to trade this in for a better vehicle.
This is how we're gonna get to the generator.
You think this is gonna get us to the Omega reactor?
I think we're gonna perfectly blend in as some technicians or a repair crew or something like that.
All right, I'm putting a lot of faith in you that you know what you're doing. Okay.
Of course.
All right.
As the bump that is a little bit more than you anticipated, as you come to a complete stop, seeing this line that has been forming of various people trying to get into the city walls. Various members of the police of Jericho City, or as they're lovingly referred to, the Jerrys, keep checking underneath and doing sweeps. You can see that even this nice old couple that wouldn't harm a fly is being turned away and asked to go back before they allow them in. It seems as though they're being very picky about who can be let into the city. And you can also see some sort of timer. One on the top seems to be having less than an hour, maybe 30 minutes before it reaches zero, and another one that has about 10 hours before it reaches zero. You gather that first timer is definitely for anyone allowed into the city and before the walls are closed, and that second timer is 100% for when the place lifts off. Somehow they think that 10 hours is plenty of time for people to get out of the range of the generators being active, but maybe you all know a little bit better than that. So, in this situation, what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to say that Russ he's going to basically just kind of make sure, mentally prep for the conversations he's going to have with the Jerrys. So he's going to talk, making sure he's putting on like the right face, the right attitude, being respectful, regardless of how much he dislikes them.
I want to look over to Russ and just kind of lean over and like, how long do you think this line is going to take before we get up there?
Do you have a suggestion on how to make the line move faster? Because all I can think of is that he's just extremely disrespectful to the Jerrys. While we know we don't love them, we need to get in the city somehow. And if we rush it, they're probably not going to appreciate that.
I was more just asking someone smarter how long they think it would be if we just sit here waiting.
I mean, maybe another half hour. I mean, they turned away the McGillicuddies.
God, not again.
Those monsters.
Exactly. I mean, some of the most loving people on the planet.
The line moves up just slightly after about 5 minutes.
Say 30 minutes. You watch. You wait and watch. 30 minutes or less.
I'm going to take a quick nap in the backseat.
All right.
You sleep.
Standing up.
I don't really have an idea of how to get further up in this line without making a scene.
You talking about like a distraction?
A little bit, maybe.
Let me hear your plan.
I don't have a plan. You should know this about me. I'm not very smart. I'm the muscle.
Why don't we fake an emergency? Right.
I like it.
How do Jerry's respond to emergencies? What kind of emergency would be beneficial to get us up there faster?
It's usually going to have to be like something that they're going to have to get their hands dirty, or something that they can make a little money off of. So if someone starts shooting, maybe.
So you suggesting our friend Blue in the back start shooting? He's the expert
I
on
can
shooting.
shoot lots of things.
Wake up.
Did you just click at him? I don't know if that's appropriate.
Nay.
Did you just say nay?
Okay, so are we doing this stealthily? How are we shooting? What are we shooting?
Well, that's a great question. And as the father figure,
Are you going to delegate that?
I'm going to delegate that right to Blue. Blue,
I
what do
would
you
like
think?
to remind the group you have Fabula points. You guys can spend those to add things to the scene.
All right, I want to spend a Fabula point to add something to the scene. Can I add a fuel truck parked about half a mile to the right of the entrance that we're trying to get into?
If you want to spend that point to add a fuel truck, absolutely. How convenient. A fuel truck full of some sort of, is it actually gas? Is it something else? What is it?
Let's do, get like a gasoline, something they use for like generators to get power into the city.
Is it specifically for one of the engines, or is it just a general, use kind of?
I'm going to say general use because I'm afraid that having it be for the generator is going to make a much bigger scene than we need.
Okay, so conveniently, young man McGillicuddy, you said what was
Joshua.
it? Good old Joshua McGillicuddy, he's like, what was that? They turned you away? Hold on. No, let me go talk to him. And he starts walking away as he leaves his fuel truck there, hoping to maybe get his parents back in.
Yeah, he just left. It's
Joshua?
empty. We're all good. No, Joshua just left. We're all good. We're in the
Well,
clear.
no, his that's his lifeblood. That's how he makes his
He
money.
has insurance, I know.
This sounds to me very much like just a double dexterity roll.
13?
Easy enough. I mean, it's a non-moving target. It's pretty big. The question is if you want to be close enough to the explosion when it happens or not. I can assume that you'll probably be a decent amount enough away. So describe your shot as you take it. What happens?
Okay, so I lean out the window. Wait, do we have windows on this car?
Nope.
No windows.
I said no windows.
I open the door. And I
This is
lean
a really
out.
great car.
Okay, I take out my laser pistol, something. Okay, and it has I have this a ocular sort of thing on my horse eye, right? Okay.
Over 9,000.
It doesn't need all that, but I do it anyway. And I, turn to the side here, and I'm like, all right, here goes nothing.
The beam fires and explodes immediately on contact, creating a large fireball. As you can hear over at the end, no! Joshua gets very upset.
So I feel like in the ensuing chaos, we're going to abandon the vehicle. Can we do that? Or do you want to try to sneak in with the vehicle?
I was going to say, all the guards are there, try to, rumor, but if
How loud is this vehicle?
it's an explosion and a roaring fire over there from a fuel truck.
Then I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to stealth in with the vehicle.
Okay.
Listen, listen. And if you think we can sneak in to get to the reactor, then fine, we can dip.
You said we needed this vehicle to get into the reactor, right?
I thought the cover was we were going to be a repair person or a technician for the reactor. We were going to go work on it. They were going to let us in.
Well, this was taking too long, clearly, and we made other decisions. Very violent decisions.
Nothing encapsulates an RPG group like what you all just did. We had a plan and we decided to blow something up instead.
Tried and true.
All right, so if each of you is going to try to stealth in, here's how we're going to make this work. It's going to be a group check. So one of you is going to be the designated stealth leader. The other two are going to attempt to beat a stealth check of DC 10. For every success you have, that adds to the roll of the leader of the check. It's going to be a Dex and Insight roll for this. Cass is going to be the leader, so I need the both of you to roll Dex and Insight first. The others, roll that. Got to beat a 10.
That's a 7.
That's a 6.
All right, so no bonuses to this stealth roll. Great. What did you get, sir?
12.
Using this explosion as some sort of distraction. You can see that more so what happens is a lot of the cars kind of get out of the line, and then some cars try to move up, and then they're merging and they're arguing about who's in what place. Using that, you're able to get pretty close up. You can see some of the Jerrys get up, start signaling. You can see a few try to run out before one guy suddenly starts to walk out. Now, most of the Jerrys are dressed in normal cybernetic armor, covering themselves. helmets, visors, stuff like that. However, the individual you see walking out is wearing a cane that they definitely don't need. They're just using it for
Intimidation?
Intimidation. It's definitely a beating stick if needed, for sure. As he saunters, you see his just white hair streaked through as he looks with red tinted sunglasses. As Lieutenant Walker has entered the scene, all of you gain a Fabula point, as your first villain is now here. Now, I do think, fellow boys, we need to get inside and lock these walls immediately. Clearly, everything going on right now is too problematic for the rest of us. Sorry, fine folks. Y'all will have to wait. Perhaps when we descend down in the next year, y'all will be lucky enough to be inside the city walls. Until then, no more, please. Boys, start locking this place up, and you can see them. Yes, sir, and they start bringing in a few supplies into the grates. You guys get to right where some of these crates are that they're starting to offload. It's a large area of where you can run into the wall. How do you guys want to do this? Now, obviously, the walls of Jericho, as been described lovingly by Jeffrey, are immensely tall. There's no way you're going to be able to scale these things.
Who knew this would turn right around and hurt us? There was no way of knowing this.
You can see Lieutenant Walker kind of distracting everybody else, telling them to move along, telling his boys to get going and move the valuables inside. You got a bit of a distance between you and the walls, and then even within that, you can already see there's a long passageway to even get to the other side of the city. So what do you want to do?
As a previous resident of this city, and as someone who was very badly burned by its government and its authoritative branch, and someone who is actively fighting against them, I feel like I'd probably know a little bit about like the underworld back-end city, maybe some secret passages into the walls.
All right. If there's going to be any passages, you're going to spend a Fabula point for that?
I am.
Okay. Where is this one located, sir?
This one's going to be located just away from like prying eyes. It's going to be in this area. Again, it's maybe something I've discussed. Like we kind of were reviewing back the map together, looking at the map together, trying to be as quiet as possible so we could stealth our way into it. It's like oh yeah, isn't there this secret entrance right here? Like, and it's just off, just close enough where we can hopefully travel. Now, I'm fine with admitting that there may be, this is not like a secret entrance in the sense of like the Jerrys don't know about it.
There has to have been a reason you guys didn't attempt that in your first success. So this is definitely a Hail Mary option that you're going to go for. All right. How are you going to approach this other area?
Stealthfully.
With explosion.
Hey guys, we're going over here.
We're doing so well with stealth anyway.
Some of them are being more cognizant. I am going to increase the difficulty of this. This is going to be a difficulty of 13, but we're going to do another group stealth check. Do you want the same leader for stealth?
Yes, I think so.
All right, everybody roll. Obviously, again, Evan and Charles, you want to get above a 10 to add a +1 to Jeffrey's roll. Charles?
7.
9.
All right, no pluses here.
16.
Go ahead then, Jeffrey, and describe how you guys are able to stealth all the way there without being noticed.
Up along the wall, it's pretty sort of like rough. There's some overgrown vegetation, some little dips in where the ground kind of trenches in a little bit, and we are quickly sort of army crawling, make sure staying in like that tall grass kind of thing, sometimes dipping down below ground level.
You get to this little area. It's a sewage area, so it's not the most lucrative way to get into the city, but it is one. However, you do notice this place is unfortunately guarded, as there is a few surveillance drones just kind of scouring the area, just looking, checking to make sure there's nothing going on, just holding in place, scanning right now. So you've made it here. You made it to this point. There's no physical guards outside of the surveillance drones, but is there anything else you want to do to get in there?
Distraction?
That worked really well last time.
Well, maybe we don't cause a huge explosion this time. Maybe we, create a distraction using something less violent.
I will say, Cass, you will know that for the surveillance drones specifically, they don't have humans piloting it, and they're not robotic. They're instead piloted by axolotls, little reptilian creatures that are just like constantly making sure the thing is working properly.
Where are these security drones located? Like,
They're right above where the entrance to the sewage station
how
is.
high up off?
Like I'd say maybe 10 feet.
Can I use my bronze shield to like blind
You can try.
Yeah, I want to try that.
Yeah, so this sounds like a dexterity check at least, and I'm gonna argue it's insight as well. So dexterity insight check, please. Let's see how you do.
10.
You take your little shield and you're able to blind one, and it goes, and it just starts sputtering a little bit as the other one looks at it and is attempting to figure out what's going on with it. Seems like you might have a quick, brief moment.
Let's move it.
So you guys make it to the section, and it seems to have been barred off. There is an entire grate there just blocking your way. How are you going to get through it?
We need someone with immense strength.
Looks like a job for me.
Let's do this, Cass.
All right, I think that's a double might check if I ever heard of one.
My strength has failed me today. That's a 5.
So as you say, step aside, and you come and you just... They have been reinforced since you've last used them. At which point, if we're doing kind of a pseudo-initiative, they get a chance to recover. I'm going to see if they notice you guys or not. So this is going to just be a pure insight check. They have 10s for insight, by the way. That's a 12. So as the one just like splashes some water in its eyes, boop, 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 as the alarm starts to glare, and we are now going to be officially in initiative. So here is how initiative works. One of you is going to be the initiative leader. Somebody pick it. You all have the same base initiative of 0, so.
I'll take it.
All right, we're going to do the same group check. So go ahead and roll initiative, please. And then remember, if you guys get above 10, you get +1. What'd you get? 10. Okay, +1.
9.
All right, you get a +1 to this, Charles. What did you get?
With the +1, we got a whopping 6.
So they are going to go first with their initiative score of 10. So as you just hear boop, boop, boop. Warning, step away, citizen. Stop where you are. You can see it's trying to find the right button to press. It has orders that no one should be here, so it's just, and we've already established this is an authoritative state. So it's got a suppressing fire on one of you.
Oh.
Yeah, you were definitely the one trying to pull the bar, so they're going to attack Cass for sure. So that's going to be just against your defense. I'm going to go ahead and roll for suppressing fire. That's dexterity and insight. That is a 10 to hit, or 11 to hit.
My defense is 11.
It's just hits then. So that means you're going to take a total of 12 physical damage, and you regain the slow condition.
Temporarily reduce your dexterity time by 1 size. Oh, that's not nice.
As it starts firing and just makes a straight line, you two are able to duck out of the way. There's not too much room. However, you get peppered a little bit. Luckily, you have the right kind of armor to withstand some of normal bullets, but that still stops you. With the suppressing fire, you're not going to be able to be as dexterous as you once hoped. All right, it is now your turn. Who would like to go? One of you gets to go this turn. All right, you're going to shoot at the one that's suppressing fire or the one that hasn't gone yet?
The one that's pressing fire probably. Okay, 6.
So unfortunately, you missed by 1.
Dang, these guys are elusive.
You get it. Yeah, by the time that last little screen comes up, unfortunately, it just moves right to the side and you miss it entirely as it ping. All right, it's now going to go to one of them, and this one's also going to suppressing fire at the guy who just shot. I think that's fair.
That's ridiculous. I'm just a horse.
I'm just a horse and life is a horse. 13 to hit. All right, total damage is going to be 12 physical damage, and you are also slowed, meaning your dexterity is decreased by 1. All right, so as 2 people are taking suppressing fire, would you like to, I'm assuming, go there, Mr. Russ?
I've got an iron knuckles. I have to punch these things. Like, are they flying?
They are flying. They are within the tube at this point.
Is there? Can I use a Fabula point to create like something to jump off of to punch them?
You will be able to hit them no matter what. Listen, this is a JRPG, my guy. You can punch the flying robot.
So yeah, I want to use my dex plus my might then.
Punch it.
That is a 10.
Nice, that does hit. So as the suppressing fire comes, you use like the backboard. You use the ramp, how it's has a circular wall, and you just and are able to punch one of them. Go ahead. What's the damage?
It's HR plus 6.
So what was the high roll?
High roll was 8 plus 6.
So wow, 14. Nice.
I like the way that's done.
So you punch it and it just scurries for a little bit. We'll say with that you actually end the slow on which one of them?
I'm gonna do it on Jeffrey. Yeah, Cass. Sorry.
As they have already gone, we will go to Cass in but a moment. As you can see, coming off in the distance is some sort of armored vehicle that seems to have a few different soldiers in it, heading in your direction. But Cass, let's go.
Can I reattempt the bars?
You want to attempt the bars again? Go ahead. That's gonna be double might.
I'm gonna use a Fabula point to re-roll.
So which of your traits are you focusing on right now in order to bend the bars?
I'm gonna do my vengeance, because this entire mission is to absolutely tear down the Jerry's and the city.
All right, and it's really frustrating that they're stopping you from doing that, for sure. Go ahead and re-roll.
Also, when I spend a Fabula point, I can either gain back 5 hit points or 5 mind points, so I'm gonna gain back 5 hit points.
Nice. This is why you should do your homework, kids. You get to do fun stuff.
That is better. 11.
You start bending the bars and start like snapping off parts of them. So you are making progress, but it is going to take probably another check or two in order to fully get rid of the bars. All right, back to the top of the initiative. First surveillance drone that was sputtering out is now going to attempt to attack you. It's going to use its painting laser. It's going to use its painting laser. That's what that means. It's going to target specifically you. Also, I just realized suppressive fire should have been hitting all of you, so be happy that I'm being nice. Painting laser is going to specifically target Russ. This is a spell, quote unquote. So I'm going to roll insight and willpower. That is a 15 against... Great. This isn't necessarily... so yeah, you'll take some reduced damage for sure. All right, but the spell is still going to go off. As you can see, the axolotl presses a few buttons and a little laser pops out underneath the disc that it's floating under. The laser fires at you. Whenever you suffer damage, you're going to suffer 5 additional damage, and it ignores resistances until this spell ends. So as you hold the shield, it kind of goes around you for a second and just starts like making you glow a little bit. As you can see, you're like covered in like red paint as the laser retracts back and goes.
Don't like these things. They should have stopped genetic testings long ago.
As he's getting shot.
Not you, my friend. You were the exception to the
We're in the
rule.
middle of combat. No witty banter.
Can I go again and try to pull the bars off? 10.
All right, you continue to break through the bars. Back to the other guy. He's got a suppressing fire all of you guys, so this is against everybody. This is fun. All right, that's an 8 against your guys' defense. It doesn't hit any of you. We'll flavor this as he starts like firing against all of you, and you're just using the shield to block against every single hit. Luckily, no one's taking any damage in that regard. All right. Which of you two would like to go?
I'll try and shoot again.
Which one? The one that's suppressing fire?
Yes, that
All
one.
right.
10.
Yeah, that's gonna hit for sure. Go ahead and do damage.
Okay, so 5 plus 8, so 13.
As this one spins out, you are no longer slowed, as it sputters out a little bit. However, at the end of that scene, congratulations, you all gained a Fabula point as a jeeped armored vehicle comes skittering out. 2 guards come out with their own version of laser guns, and standing on top of it, with his cane just drawn at you, slicked back white hair, red tinted sunglasses, is Lieutenant Walker. Now, boys, I do declare I don't believe I gave any of y'all permission to be entering into the fair city, and yet here you are attempting to enter in. Now, I don't want to have to send my boys after you, so I'm going to give you all one last quick, easy thing. Turn yourselves in, and maybe we'll be fortunate enough to put you in the brig inside the city. What it says y'all?
How many more turns is it looking like I might need to take to break through these bars?
Maybe 1.
Can I distract him with like talking to
Sure,
him?
this is gonna be your turn. They use their turn to enter into the scene. If you would like to expound,
I'm gonna cause a distraction, but using my speaking skills.
I'm gonna say that is going to be definitely a willpower and an insight check for me.
That's a 10.
All right, what exactly do you start expounding upon, sir?
You know, we're actually service repair people, and these drones just started firing at us.
Really, it's really all that a bunch of service repair people are coming through the sewage.
Your sewers need to be repaired too. Like everything needs to be repaired. Your city's a mess.
Now, I might just be a humble lieutenant in charge of this here gate, but what does any of that have to do with anything? We have our own people. This is particularly bought off, as is, for intended reasons.
Oh, you haven't heard? We're contractors. That your Jericho has contracted us out.
And who, per se, is contracting you?
The guy ahead of the contracts person.
Yeah, you didn't get a name. How convenient, boys. I think, and this is going to continue on back and forth. We will now go back to the top of initiative if you would like to see if you can break.
Yeah, we can quit stalling.
So I'm gonna use a Fabula.
Man, you're really mad.
It's really bad today.
I'm gonna lean on the identity of disgruntled.
And I may be blind, but is that man back there a former citizen that we kicked out for various reasons?
You don't know me.
That's quite impressive that you could recognize a former citizen with you being so busy.
I believe I specifically is the one who beat his kid.
It's gonna be a 17.
And with the words of beat his kid, you break it, throw it behind you, and just start charging in. So you will make it down into the sewers, no problem. However, that does mean they get a turn to act. We're gonna have one of the surveillance drones do a suppressing fire against the two of you that remain. So we're gonna just roll for that. 9 against your defense. Does that hit either of yours defense? That hits yours?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
for my defense.
And because you still have the painting laser effect on you, you're going to take a total of... Yeah, you're going to take a total of 14 damage from that. I rolled pretty low, but luckily you're going to still take... All right, you guys are slowed, so that means your dex checks are still lowered by 1 die size. Just keep that in mind. But which one of you would like to attempt to leave first?
The horse.
You're trying to run in there, I'm assuming? All right, this is definitely going to be a dex... we'll say dex might. 9. Okay. I will allow you to succeed with a cost if you choose to.
Okay.
Which just means you're going to be able to get through, but so will one of the surveillance drones. Are you fine with that?
Yeah.
All right, great. So as you start rushing in, one of the drones is immediately following you afterwards. We're going to go back to them, and you can see Walker. Now, I'm not a fan of this anymore, and mind you, I can already see you have some paint on you that implies that one of the drones saw you as a threat. So, I believe, and he takes out his cane, and it lights up as he casts a spell at your direction, sir.
I think Frank hates me.
13.
Of course that hits.
All right, so you are going to get hit with the fire spell. High was 8, so 15 damage to you.
So I'm at 19.
All right, so you're going to take all that damage, and then on top of that, you're going to be shaken as your willpower is reduced by 1. But it's now back to you. Are you going to want to try to escape?
Actually, I'm going to surrender.
If you're wanting to surrender, I'm not going to say no. I'm just letting you know the consequences of that. You're going to be splitting the party in a one-shot.
So after careful consideration, screw you. And I'm going to bolt. Just try to run.
Now, I will say, I've never heard someone with such vibrato. Go ahead and make a, we're going to say Dex Might check again.
That is 2 6s.
Hey, there it is. Okay, so since you did critically succeed, obviously you're going to get the best effect of it, but you also get an opportunity. What opportunity choice would you like?
After I got my crit, what I want to do is the lost opportunity, and I want to destroy his cape.
Okay, so how exactly are you in the midst of running away, destroying it?
So what I want to do is, out of frustration, I want to say that he's actually trying to cast another spell, and what ends up happening is hitting like something. It gives something, whether it be you decide what it hits, but he hits something and it just shatters.
All right, so as he says, "You ain't leaving yet, boy," and he attempts to cast the spell, you can see you actually knock back the piece that Cass had previously ripped off. It ricochets in the air, rebounds back, and explodes in front of everybody, destroying the security drone, knocking back everything, and destroying the cane in the process as you dive in. Fireball explosion right behind you. We are still in combat, as a security drone has made its way into the sewers with the rest of you guys. It's going to continue to try to suppress fire against you all. So we're going to go ahead and roll for that.
Would it be against me? Because am I technically behind?
You're now all in the same area.
Okay, got it. All right, just checking.
Okay, that's only a 5. So it, Let's assume that it was attempting to get suppressing fire on you two as your captain just lands on top of it and just sputters out a little bit. All right.
Foolish.
Which one of you would like to go?
Can I try to attack it?
You can attack it. What are you attacking with?
My axe.
Your axe, got it.
I have a war axe.
And my axe.
So might and might. That's 2 8s.
Woo! Double
Alright.
good.
All right, so it's 8 plus 14, which technically gives me, was that 22?
Mm-hmm.
And then for my opportunity, I'm going to choose scan, and I'm going to discover 1 vulnerability of the surveillance drones.
It's definitely past its crisis. It's in crisis mode for sure, as it's just sputtering out, like the exhaust fume is coming out of it. We're gonna say you learn a vulnerability. It is vulnerable to, looks like lightning and wind, which I don't think any of y'all have magic. So, fortunate for you guys.
Gotcha.
As you bring your axe down and hit it, it sputters out, and you can see that it's not doing too hot. It's only got a little bit of time left. It is now its turn, and it's just going to flee. I'll spend an Ultima point. It's just gonna try to go away, and it just skitters back up.
I say we keep moving forward and maybe try to find a place to lick our wounds, so to speak. Do not see how badly your father has been beaten. Your adoptive father has been beaten.
Do you want me to carry you?
Sure.
So as you carry this, not that old man comparatively, but still older man, you start walking down into the sewage. We cut to a smoked-filled tunnel. Walking out of it, several Jerrys and 1 Lieutenant Walker as he wipes some soot from his face. He pulls out a phone and a communicator and starts calling. Roswell, Doc. I think we got a little problem. We cut to inside of some sort of highly sophisticated advanced facility. Various different observations going on as they're pushing through. You can see an alligator and a human moving past. You see various different animals sliced and diced and put together as you see him pick up the phone. Of course. What is it? Yeah, I think we got some people trying to stop the city from going. Oh, no matter. They won't be able to stop any of the generators. But if we must do another security sweep nearby, go to Omega. And I'll make sure you have some additional support there. As you can see, turning around this thick-rimmed, glassed individual who's just balding at the top, very long hair that's trying to hide the balding, but clearly they're doing well, with a trench coat, as Dr. Roswell has now also entered the fray. You guys will all get a Fabula point for that one. As you guys have collected your points, and you have made your way out, you bust through one last crate and army crawl through it as you enter into the city. Now, I would like to assume that you've probably made some sort of connection with somebody to have safe housing. Do you know where they are?
Who would have had a contact with the city?
I guess it would have been me since I was already living in the city.
Describe this individual. Who is this person that's sheltering a bunch of spies into the city of Jericho?
Okay, this is a super old woman who is kind of tired of the way things are going. You know, she knew my wife. It wasn't family, but she knew my wife. They were friends. She was kind of radicalized by the whole ordeal. And she's like, you know what, son, any way I can help you, do it. And I'm like, we've got a cause. And so she's invited us into her home.
Okay, what is the name of this older woman?
This is going to be Miss Meredith Wells.
You find Miss Wells nearby as you give a knock. Hello, oh, good. Oh, you smell terrible.
It's the horse.
Yeah, plan didn't go as planned.
All right, take your shoes off at least. Actually, yeah, just come in. It's gonna get everywhere. She lets you inside. You now have a respite, a place where you can rest. So you're gonna regain either all of your HP or your MP. I'm assuming all of your HP because none of you have spells to cast. So you're gonna go ahead and regain that. And you are now currently resting. So if any of you would like to increase a bond, if any of you would like to create a new bond, this would be the time to do so.
Can we remove a status effect?
You can remove a status effect.
I want to make a hateful bond.
Yes. All right. So you have a new bond with Lieutenant Walker. Hatred towards that guy. Evan, are you going to do anything while resting?
Could try and make a bond with one of these two.
So you already have a bond with Omega Squad. You can strengthen the bond with Omega
because
Squad if you want.
How does that work?
You just add one of the additional things. So
okay.
you already have loyal, correct?
Yes.
So you could have admiration. You could have what were the other options?
I'll do admiration. I feel like admiration feels good because it's like, oh, they did this really cool thing in the suit.
Great.
So, it's like,
So you're increasing your bond. It's now 2 for Omega Squad. Yep. And remember, if you want to spend a Fabula point to add a +2 to a roll, that is how you would do it.
Guys, I want to say you guys did a great job today. I think we need to work a little bit more on our cohesion. It could have been gone better, but I'm very proud of you guys.
Thank you. That's a lot.
Thank you for trusting me with the part of the mission to get the vehicle and get us in. I know it didn't go as planned, but these things rarely ever do.
Yeah, I'm sorry that that we had to ditch your vehicle, but I think ultimately this, I don't know if it worked out for the best, but it worked out. We got in the city, so that was the main mission first, to get in the city. Now we can work on, I think we have to keep a lower profile now because they know us.
Sorry I ruined Joshua's life.
Joshua will be fine.
He has insurance, I promise you.
Were you the one who sold him the insurance?
No.
Okay, just want to make sure. You just keep going back to this insurance idea, and I'm like, did you sell it to him? Like,
he's worried. He's worried that he lost his whole life savings, and I'm telling him like, there's insurance. He's gonna get paid back. It's fine. Stop worrying.
Who holds the policy? I mean, like with him.
I just want to mention the fact that everyone so far but Evan has adopted Charles's accent.
It's the power of influence, my friends.
All right, so you guys have a night to rest. Luckily, you'll still have about 9 hours left before the city rises to the sky. And again, what's also lucky is you've coordinated that the problems with the generators aren't going to happen for another few hours. So you take your rest and you start planning on your assault. And that's where we will take a break, and we will see you all in a brief moment. Are you enjoying the video so far? Then you should check out our Patreon, where we have a bunch of additional stuff that you can enjoy.
We have a series called We're Promised We're Friends, because apparently people think we're not, because Frank is mean to me.
I am not mean to you, but we do talk about all various things, not just tabletop RPGs, a bunch of different stuff. We talk about, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? It's not.
I still concede that it is.
We also have the live streams from all of our design live streams. So if you want to watch them in full, not just the edited clip versions that we put out for free on YouTube, Patreon is also where you want to go.
And of course, there's higher tiers where you can help us design things like one-shots and maybe even play games with us.
And of course, if you're only wanting to watch the videos, you can become a YouTube member and you'll get all the videos that are available on the Patreon as well. We got session zeros, we got upcoming one-shots, all the fun stuff, and you get to be a part of it. Join us on Patreon. Now back to the actual video. And welcome back. So, for the sake of our time and yours, you have executed your plan. You have the schematics to sneak into the generator, and you have done so expertly. This time, a lot better than the previous time to get into the city. Maybe next time have a plan to get into the city.
Worked on our team cohesion, and we are a well-oiled machine now.
And as a well-oiled machine, you have Cass kicking in a vent as you guys are able to sneak into some sort of supply closet, we'll say. You do a small peek into it, and you can see that the guards have been increased heavily. Perhaps this is likely due to some sort of distraction and interaction you had with the lieutenant. While you have been able to get into the generators, your job is now that much harder. Many patrols are happening. Many more axolotls with their little surveillance drones are flying around. And most importantly, you also hear over the intercom, "Well, everybody, remember it's launch day, and as your newly minted lieutenant over the Omega generator, I want to make sure that this engine is the best secured out of all of them. We've already got reports from Alpha, Delta, and Gamma that there's some rabble-rousers trying to get in. I don't want anything like that happening to Omega. You understand me?" And you just hear echoing through the halls, "Yes, sir!" All right, now please be on the lookout for 3 miscreants, 3 vagabonds, 3 dead men walking around.
It can't be us because I'm a horse.
A dead horse?
I had a joke about beating a dead horse. I'm like,
What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to try to stealth your way in? There's not a lot of boxes to do a full snake, unfortunately. Are you going to wait for some guard patrols to come by, maybe steal their suits? What do you want to do?
Stealing the guards' suits and masquerading as guards sounds like a lot of fun. We could also try to go like a main and shaft kind of way. The ventilation ducts, maybe?
what's the plan? What are you thinking?
I just gave 3 options.
So which one do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm delegating.
Let me see the schematics and see if there's a shaft that we can go down or something like that.
For a Fabula point, there can be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. There happens to be a lot of exhaust that is needed in order for the generator to function properly. The downside is that does mean you will get to a point where you are going to start taking in some poisoned air. So if you exclusively go through the vents, you're going to have to start making checks for that and avoid the poisoned status. But you could immediately make your way into that. Now, you could also choose at some point to exit out of the vents and then hope that there's not a lot of guards around. It's up to you guys. But for now, you can try the vents. We can definitely make that work.
Let's try the vents, yeah.
So even though we've been doing a lot, you're going to be doing an insight and dex check. Now, who's going to be leading this insight and dex check?
Insight and Dex, I have a D10 and a D6.
Right, so yeah.
Yeah, it'll be you this time again.
All right, so same thing. You guys have to beat a DC of 10. Remember, you can use Fabula points. So Evan, your character has a bond with Omega Squad, and it's a +2, so you can spend it for that. You are now successful in adding a +1 to Cass's roll. Do you want to spend a Fabula point for anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna spend a Fabula point to reroll. I think duty is what I'm gonna, like.
Makes sense.
I feel like I need to step it up a notch because I feel like you guys have been carrying us up. Oh, a 6 and a 7. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
13.
I hate you.
We've immediately dated this one shot. All right, so that is 2 successes. That's going to be a +2 to this roll. And I will say, to get through without making a lot of sound is going to be a DC of 13. So what did you get there?
With that +2, I have a 17.
That's even better than very hard. So congratulations, guys. You're able to make it through the vents fairly easily, cutting down to a few of the guards, like, I don't know what the lieutenant's problem is. Like, what's he talking about? I realized I was doing a walk-in as I was doing the walk-in.
But I loved it. I was like, go, slay.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, Steve, I mean, maybe it's the axolotls. We really got to pay attention to them. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. We really need to make sure. Are we going to have them in the sky with us? I don't know. Maybe we're going to get rid of them finally, and you just... I would like that. I'm kind of tired of what's happening and everything with the farm and all of that stuff. Yeah, you keep... What's the farm? Oh, so I knew a guy. And then you guys keep continuing past.
Blue's like, wait a minute. I'm interested in this story. They're talking about my hometown.
You guys are able to get past the first set. You can start to feel the corrosive and probably very, very radioactive energy start to hit you guys. I'm going to let you make a choice. If you continue moving forward in the vents, you're going to have to start making some additional saves to not take damage from moving in the vents. Or you can go down and attempt whatever fate lies beneath you.
Fate.
What are the checks that we have to make against poison?
Yeah, so definitely some might checks, definitely some willpower checks are going to be involved in that for sure.
I'm actually pretty good at might.
I could do that then.
If we go down and we're like, oh, this is terrible, we can always turn around.
I feel like you're being too confident.
Here's how we'll phrase it. At any point you're in the vents, you can choose to go out of the vents, but once you're out, you can't go back in.
Okay, we can keep going. That's fine. We'll make it.
So let's make another check to kind of crawl through the vents. So again, this is going to be a group check first, and then we will do individual checks afterwards. So dexterity, insight, we'll keep that the same. Leader for that check. Everybody else roll. DC still 13.
I got an 8 and a 6. So the two high numbers on both dice.
12.
12. All right, that's a +2.
Oh, we just make it. Oh my gosh.
All right, so with that, how are you two contributing in order to make it to where you're able to make your way through this section of the vents?
We noticed like sensor points, or like that would activate like this poison. Like, hey, be careful. There's pressure plates and whatnot here. So we got to be very careful moving through here, very quietly, calmly. I know we'll get there when we get there.
I use my horse sense.
Your horse sense?
That's my horse sense.
That's nonsense if you ask me. I will say with all of you rolling so well, what we're going to do is decrease how difficult this next check is. It is a might willpower check for everybody. See if you take any poison damage or get the poisoned status. But DC is going to be now 10.
Just made it. 7 and 3.
14.
7.
The two of you who succeeded are only going to take a little bit of damage. So you're going to take your low die in damage. And then you're going to take your high die in damage, +4, and get the poison status effect. Unfortunately, your might and willpower are reduced by 1 die size for as long as you're poisoned. You guys power through this next section. As you do, you make your way to the next break room. And you just see a guy smoking right next to a no smoking sign due to highly radioactive air. And a little axolotl. Hey, buddy. Yeah, that's how I feel too. You know, I haven't seen anybody all day, and they're gonna make us stay in the generator instead of seeing us ascend in the air. That's what I say too, man. You know, honestly, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe I should just leave post. You do that for me? You're the best little guy. He gives a little fist bump. And he's gonna go, he starts making his way outside, at which point you see the another axolotl, and they go, and they just start heading back. So because you have succeeded the second one, a few of the guards are now starting to maybe not be in their posts. Again, I will give you a choice. Do you want to make one last attempt into the generator this way, or do you want to head down now?
It's okay. We're doing well with it. So.
So then one last check. The difficulty is going to be a 16 because the vents get very sporadic at this point, and making sure you go into the right spot without taking damage is going to be very difficult. So same leader, same rolls, go.
Double sixes.
That is a critical success. You can add an opportunity. Do you want to add the advantage opportunity to give +4 to Jeffrey's roll?
Yes.
So you'll actually get a +5 from Charles because it was a success and the advantage. What did you get? All right, so +6 in total.
11.
So I like to assume what's happening is Cass is taking the lead, but Russ is being that parent who's like, maybe go left. Maybe, hey, like pull the brake. No, you know, the parent who's very like backseat driving and trying to help the kid. And in the midst of that, in the midst of helping, it causes you guys to get a little stuck. DC is going to be 13.
Nope.
What do we get?
8.
12.
12. 8. So 12 means you won't get the poisoned effect, status effect, so we'll give you that. But the rest of you guys do take whatever your high roll is +4 in poison damage. Again, at this point, you haven't made any more progress. Do you want to go down or you want to keep being in here?
If you listen to just a little better, I think we should probably get out of here because we're going to get real sick if we stay in here.
Yeah.
All right, you find a nice spot and break down right about where the same spot where the guy with the no smoking sign was. There seems to be no one there at the moment. Looking at the schematics, can see you have a few different hallways you can make it through. How are you going to make it to the generator itself? As you start to actually hear, attention everybody, we're about to get ready for launch. Please everyone be in your designated positions. If you're a member of the engineering party, please make your way to the engineering core right now.
Okay, guys, it looks like it's showtime. Let's pick a hole and hope for the best.
You're just gonna walk out there?
I'm poisoned, so.
Schematics can get you there, but it's the question of how are you going to get there? Like, you know where you're going. How are you going to get there?
I mean, we should.
As stealthful.
We gotta keep sneaking, I guess, yeah.
Costumes or anything? You want to spend a Fabula point for costumes or something?
I will spend a Fabula point for costumes.
All right. What kind of costumes are you getting?
Yeah, we'll pick guard costumes.
All right.
Do they have helmets with like that obscure the face? Yes, that's what I want. Oh my gosh.
Do I have? It's like.
Do they have horse?
No, they do not.
This is gonna be very interesting.
So are you just gonna? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's amazing.
Do the costumes come with handcuffs?
No.
I'll make him look like a prisoner.
Yeah.
Fabula point to make me a prisoner.
Sure, I'll allow that.
All right, you're a
All right.
prisoner.
So the two of you are escorting this guy towards the generator for some reason. We'll see how that goes. As you guys start heading towards the generator, you can see a few guards or a few axolotls just like kind of fly by, seemingly no interaction, before one guard walks by. What? Oh my gosh, is that a guy?
Yeah, it's one of the intruders.
Oh my gosh, there's actually intruders?
Boss told us, Lieutenant Walker told us to bring him here because we expect the other guys to also come here, so we're kind of trying to bait him out.
That sounds, if anything, to me like a willpower insight check. Actually, willpower dexterity, because you're trying to like weasel your way around with these words, so go ahead.
Sorry, guys. It's a 10.
Okay, I guess if that's what the lieutenant said to do, I mean, yeah, okay. Do you want me to signal the alarm? Is it just him? Like,
No, we're trying to hope they kind of come out and try to rescue him, so we're not
we don't want
trying
to signal the alarm.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep him here in
yeah.
cuffs. Could you actually watch him really close? We're gonna go hide and try to do all this. Just make sure.
Just right here in the hallway?
It's what we call bait.
Oh, okay, do I say anything?
If you see two guys that kind of look like him, shouldn't be here, coming out.
Horse guys?
I guess, yeah.
Yes, horse guys.
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Got it. And he like takes him and Are you wanting to do anything there, Blue 30, in the midst of this? You want to take him out?
Yeah, I'll take him out.
Okay, how are you taking him out? Okay, this seems like then it's going to be a Dex Smite check. And you're not poisoned, so that works.
You spin a you can put a reroll here.
Yeah, which trait are you invoking? Trait, theme.
I'm a cybernetic loyal warrior.
I feel, yeah, that's probably, if anything's going to be invoked, it's going to be that.
13.
Okay, so what's your... Yeah, you just start choking the guy out and put him in the closet
It'll all
immediately.
be over soon. It'll all be over soon. I am a horse.
In order to tell you sound kind of like an axolotl when you die.
No one will ever believe you.
All right, as you walk by there, Cass, you see through an open door for a quick moment, a few engineers start to head into a direction, including one, Dr. Roswell. Everyone gain a Fabula point. As you two walk by, he goes, "Gentlemen, please, very quickly, can you do me a favor? Give this to your lieutenant," and it's a box that seems to have some sort of latch on top of it. "Please let him know it's from Roswell, and it's very important to him.
Yes, sir.
And don't open it yourselves. You don't know what would happen."
As soon as we get into another room, I'm just leaving it there.
Oh, I thought you were gonna open it. I was like, no, that's a bad idea.
All right, you find a quick other room, place it there, close it, start walking.
I want to like hide it like in a drawer somewhere so nobody comes and like, oh, what's this?
We'll say at this point, the Blue 30 has joined you, and you guys are just one hallway away from heading into the generator. As you guys enter into the generator, you can see spinning above some sort of, you know, those old school like mashers they used in order to make grape wine presses and stuff like that. So you see that, but underneath is a green glowing liquid that it's just scraping through, causing some sort of electrical coil to just constantly erupt into green and blue energy as you have entered into the actual Omega engine itself. As you do, you gain a Fabula point as Lieutenant Walker is there waiting for you. However, because you guys have been so stealthy, he does not have as many guards with him as he could. He only has 2 instead of a full 5 that would have been with him. But there are 2 axolotl companions there as well. As you see him standing. Now, I must admit, I'm rather pleased you made it this far. I'm a little pissed that you made it this far. And let me tell you, I'm really mad that my cane is broken.
Well, maybe if you were a better shot, you know?
Oh, trust me. And he rolls out like a long shotgun barrel. I'll be a great shot now.
Oh, yeah, I see you got spread now. Amazing.
I would like the 3 of you to roll for initiative. Cass could be the leader. Go ahead and roll. You guys have to hit a 10, and then whatever he gets is fired.
I'm gonna spend Fabulous thing to reroll.
Me as well.
Didn't matter. It was wasted.
Yeah.
I rolled worse.
There's nothing better than the players using resources for no reason. It's great. So, what did you get, Jeffrey?
8.
Lieutenant Walker has an 8, but the surveillance drones have 10. So they're going to go first in this encounter. And lucky enough, we're going to have one of the surveillance drones go first as well. So it's going to suppressing fire all of you guys. And it's going to miss at a 5. As it attempts to suppressing fire, you guys have easily dealt with these things before, and you are able to just scatter around the generator point and make your way there. Now, it's important. I think this is an important time to ask, how are you destroying this generator?
The way we do it is have them destroy it and try to escape, you know. Do you think we probably have some sort of explosive?
I was just gonna have him shoot the fuel tank.
I was going to do the same thing.
We'll say there's 4 different places that you could shoot. 4 glowing red spots in the thing that could probably stop it
Keep
from
it in
working.
a typical TTRPG fashion. 100%.
Oh, of course. So who would like to go first?
I want to attack one of the drones. The drone that's firing at us. That's a 6. You know what? I'm gonna reroll.
All right.
Duty.
Spend
Duty
those
call.
points already.
That's okay. 11.
All right. That does hit. Go ahead and do damage.
So take my high die, right?
Yep.
So 7 plus 6 is 13.
You bop one on the head and it spins a little bit as you deal the damage to that surveillance drone. All right. Second one, we're going to have one of the Jerrys go next. It's going to have a taser and attempt to tase you. That just went. That is an 11 against your defense.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my defensive mastery to, but like, so he still hits obviously, but I'm just going to.
You reduce the damage by 1. Okay, so you're gonna take a total of 10 damage. Shocks you with its taser on the end of its baton. You also are going to take the weak status, Status is stacked, so you're going to also have the weak condition, which means your might die is decreased by 1 size. All right, as you're shocked and you just come down. All right, which one of you would like to go next?
I'm gonna just attack the Jerry that shot
go
him.
ahead.
Oh, crap.
Should have got rid of some of those status effects, you think?
Well, so how do we do that?
Resting or having some consumables. Somebody has some sort of ability about consumables, right? So it's going to be the inventory action. You spend inventory points to produce and immediately use a consumable item. So any of you could do that if you wanted to. Take the inventory action. And so if you wanted to, Jeffrey, you could say you have one that gets rid of a status effect. But you would have to spend inventory points in order to do so.
I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna attack at the...
Okay, you're just going to attack?
That's gonna be an 8, but I'm gonna spend this to reroll, and I'm gonna clear my poison status effect.
See, he's got ways of doing things. What are you invoking in this moment? I'm assuming the disgruntled citizen out for revenge.
Absolutely. I'm getting tired of these surveillance drones and Jerry's and Lieutenant Walker.
What did you get?
8 again, man.
So you come up with your axe and the guy just like deflects with the baton as you guys are able to have a little parrying back and forth. Let's see. We're gonna have now Lieutenant Walker. I'm gonna spend a Ultima point, and he's gonna take a shot right at you, sir. That is a 11 to hit. All right, so you're gonna take 10 damage, and then as you do, you're gonna be inflicted, and at the start of your next turn, you're going to take 4 damage. So as he does that, you see him shoot the gun, and you start to see some black smoke kind of come off of him that's more than just like shotgun smoke. As you can see, oh, we're just getting started. All right,
Sure. Can I use Barrage to attack Walker and one of the generators?
I'll allow that for sure. Go ahead and roll. What'd you get?
It's a 3. Yeah.
Okay, so then what are you wanting to... what are you invoking in this situation?
I'm a cybernetic oil worth.
9.
Don't think that does it either, does it?
So as you shoot Walker, he's able to like deflect part of it. However, it does hit the generator and break one of them. All right. As it begins to spin, you see him. No, not yet. It is now back to the top. One of the surveillance drones is going to again try to suppress fire. That is a 13. All right, so all of you are going to take 9 physical damage, and any of you who are not slowed do gain slowed now. Who wants to go next? All of you are back.
I will go first and cast Potion Rain or whatever it is on...
All right, so which status do you want to get rid of?
I think poison, because that'll bring me up a die for both of my things. So.
Spend a inventory point, and then if you spend 2 inventory points, I know normally you would roll for it. We're just gonna say if you spend 2, you get the exact potion you need. You chuck it over at him, and it like just scatters all across him, but is able to clear some of the poison out of his lungs. All right, before that happens though, I'm gonna have one of the Jerrys attack you there. Wow, I'm rolling great. 11 against your defense. Yep. So that's just gonna be 13 physical damage against you.
I'm gonna attack. I'll attack Walker because he's been a pain in my side. It's 2 2s.
That's okay. What's the total? Just
you know,
8?
I'm gonna go to reroll. I'm gonna use my last. This time I'm gonna do over. I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? I'll go with duty. I'm gonna stick with duty. So it's 5.
You go after him and he just ducks and weaves out of the way, just like normal.
Stay still.
And he's gonna attempt another shot at you. However, I'm gonna spend another Fabula point to bolster his roll. That's 14.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, so then that's gonna be 14 damage.
Yeah, I'm down 0.
You're down? Okay, so hitting 0 hit points. You have one of the 2 options when you hit 0 HP is you can either surrender, in which case you'll get some Fabula points, but you're not being killed, or you can sacrifice, in which case you can give your life. A player character may give their life in order to accomplish a seemingly impossible deed, such as putting an end to a centuries-old curse, temporarily taking away a demigod's powers, or single-handedly holding off a small army to make sure their allies can flee. The only way this can be true is if 2 of the following things are active. There is a villain present, and there is. Lieutenant Walker. The sacrifice would benefit a character you have a bond towards. I think that's true in this case. And then you believe the sacrifice would make a world a better place, which I think is also true. So, all three options are there. What would you like to do?
I would like to take out the generators and Walker if possible. I could do both.
As Walker is standing there, the smoke continuing to bolster his resolve, him shooting you, you are bleeding out in the side. You look over at your loyal warhorse just firing shots at the generator, some of them ricocheting off. You look over at Russ, this almost adoptive son that you've taken in. You know what must be done. You bolster the little bit of strength you have, and you tackle you and Walker into the liquid itself. As it, both of you get run over by this rake as the generator itself, air, and many of the different parts start exploding. The generator starting to go off in very different directions. As you can see, the guards start fleeing. The little axolotls start fleeing. As you two get ready, and the generator starts exploding, I have a few Ultima points left. I'm going to spend one to add to the scene. One beam flies down, just barring the door right in front of the two of you. As that happens, climbing out, because I have the ability to do this, I am now escalating the situation. Walker, who was dead, starts coming out of this liquid. And as he does, his arm begins to transform. Various parts of the machine start fusing with his body, as Walker is no longer the lieutenant you saw him before. He is now a monstrosity, an abomination, as he has entered out, and he is now fully into his new half-robotic, half-humanoid form. Having a gun laser as one of his arms, you see Providence has emerged.
Now, boys, where you heading off to?
As we are now rolling back in initiative.
7.
Okay, so he's gonna go first, as he is now no longer a minor villain, but a major villain.
Can I use this to reroll that?
Do you want to?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna clear my slowed status.
Smart.
Now it's a D10 and a D6. That's gonna be a 13.
Okay, so as this thing gets ready, I do re-clear my, I do gain back all my Ultima points. But so again, if you're wanting to escape, which is a thing that can happen,
I literally gave my life for you guys to escape. Please escape.
there's a steel beam blocking the way. It just needs to be moved, or you can try to attack Prominence itself.
Everything in my being wants to just go kill him because he killed you, but I can't let your sacrifice go to waste.
I would argue that fits the bond of vengeful.
It does, honestly. Like, my family already died. I'm sorry. You can get out of here if you want. I'm gonna take this guy out.
I think you should leave.
That's a 9.
A 9 does not hit Prominence. As you go up and you charge at him, where there was flesh for a brief moment, eventually just gives way to metal. As you can see, he is still forming into this new form of machine and man, but you're not entirely sure which part is machine, which is man. You hit and it does not do anything, which would have been cool if it did something because you have a bond against him. All right. It is now Prominence's turn. I'm going to spend an Ultima point. I would like both of you to make will, power, and might saves.
10.
9.
The 10 is going to be successful. You will not be enraged. However, the warhorse himself will have his willpower reduced by 1 die, as you are all shaken by this tremendous monstrosity that is before you. That is his action.
Fabula point to make a potion to clear my slow condition.
All right. Actually, yeah, that's fair. So at this point, you are able to no longer be brushed off by that, and increases back your dexterity. We are now back to the top of the initiative. It goes back to one of you, so you could go again if you wish.
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna shoot him?
I'm gonna shoot him.
All right. 9 does not hit. Oh, man. Oh, by the way, did you guys get Fabula points because a new villain has entered?
Nice. Thank you.
Do you want to spend that?
I do. Okay.
Remember, you could, if you have bonds, you could just use it to add a flat bonus of +2 to the roll.
Okay, Omega Squad Admiration +2 to the roll.
Does that make sense? You're defending Omega Squad. It makes sense, right? Yeah. So knowing that, an 11 hits. Yeah, that's what you needed. So go ahead. What was the damage?
13.
13. Nice. So where are you shooting on Providence that's got to deal this massive damage? Remember, it's a giant, like, half human, half, like, machine thing that's still forming. Giant laser gun on its right arm.
Probably the fleshy bits.
All right, yeah, you aim for one of the fleshy bits, and you get lucky. It's still fleshy bit, unlike your friend Cass, who hit metal fleshy bit. But, yep, you take the shot easy.
Okay.
You see him stagger, and he starts charging his laser. At which point he's going to attempt to attack. That's going to be a Fabula or an Ultima point in order to tank with the laser. He can only attack one of you. So I'm going to have him attack the guy who just shot him. That is a 12 to hit. All right, with a high roll of 8, that's a total of 15 damage. Yeah,
I have 1 hit point left.
You fall and like collapse down to the ground a little bit as he... You can see he starts shaking off the gun as it's too much damage. As he starts just growling. Go ahead, Cass. Are you just hitting him real hard? Come on.
13.
That does hit. Go.
7 plus 14.
Do you
So
have anything
21.
because you have a bond against him?
Oh, yeah. I get back 2 hit points, and that's about it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Does it not do extra damage?
I'm not
'Cause-
in crisis yet.
Oh, you're still not in... The tank is not in crisis?
I just got even further from it.
All right, what's the damage?
21, yes. Thank you.
Total? Dang, good job. In 2 rounds, you have done 34 damage to this guy. So he's staggered, and he is in crisis himself. So still a few more hits, and you think you'll be able to do it. It's now back to the top of the initiative. Who would like to go?
I hit him again.
All right, you're not going to make a potion to heal
I
some?
don't know.
Yeah, dude,
I-
you can spend, 3 remedy, and you immediately recover 50.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's my whole turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Start whipping up a potion. That's going to take your turn, but you're able to heal back up to some amount of health. You do spend that inventory, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spend 3 inventory points to make a remedy potion.
I wish I would have known that earlier.
Yeah, that would have been nice to know. Hey, welcome to a new system, everybody. It is going to be his turn again. He is going to just make a wide sweeping attack. It's going to hit both of you. Luckily, he is he is a big dude, so it's going to be easy to miss. Yeah, that's just a 5 against your physical defenses. You guys duck underneath, avoiding the attack. Go ahead, Cass.
It's going to be a 16.
Yeah. Damage?
9 plus 14, 23.
23 damage. He is starting to look really rough. As you can see, you're able to just start hitting him in the right spots. He's not sure what's going on. We're back to the top of the initiative. Do you want to take your shot?
Take my shot.
All right.
You can't do it.
Would you like to succeed at a cost?
Why not? It's a 1 shot.
So whatever damage you deal to him, he's going to deal to you. So how much damage are you taking?
It's 11 points of damage.
All right. He is very close to being out. He gets one more turn to spend one more Fabula point. He gets his laser shot back. I hate to be that guy. He's going to go for the guy who's close to death. So he's going to attack you one more time. You're so lucky. He only rolled a 6. He fires. Let's say he melts the beam right behind you guys, but that gives you another attack if you wish. Pass.
It's going to be a 13.
That does hit. What's the damage?
Max damage.
Which
24.
is 24. How do you want to kill him?
I'm tired at this point. I am emotionally exhausted from watching my adoptive father, foster father, however you want to say, my father figure die in front of me, sacrificing himself, drag the axe from behind me. I say, you know what? If it can't be all the Jerrys, it might as well be you. And then I just, over the head, straight down into him.
As you do, he lifts up the gun. You carve against it, slice off the arm that is holding the gun as it falls back. He leans into the generator as it starts to explode, electrocuting him at the same time, giving you guys enough time to start to exit out. So here's how we're going to do this. It's going to be one more group roll. Actually, we're going to have this be individual checks. It's going to be just straight dexterity. Dexterity. We're going to see how you guys do. Are you able to make it out in time or not? In order to be unscathed, difficulty 15. In order to be partially scathed, only take some damage, 12. In order to take, to survive, but take the max amount of damage is going to be a 10. Anything lower than that, you just take the damage and might have to roll again. So let's see what you get.
10.
10. Okay, so you'll make it out.
That's 14.
With a 14, you're going to stay just like, you're going to be fine. You're not going to take too much, but you'll take 20 points of damage. You're going to take 40 points of damage just from the various debris falling and circulating out. But both of you are able to make it out of the generator just before it explodes. You can see siren lights going off in the city as you guys start to get up and start making your way. A car pulls up just in time for you guys to get in. Are you going to get in?
Yeah.
All right. You hobble into this very similar vehicle to the one you procured as you start exiting out. And as you do, you're wondering for a second who this is. And maybe it's Miss Wells herself until you look and you see. You gain a Fabula point as Dr. Roswell. Now, Blue 30. Good to see you again. You've left the farm a little too early.
I'm not going back.
I don't think you have a choice.
I think I do.
Well, we're going to end it there.
Aw, man.
Cliffhanger. So thank you for joining us. We hope you all enjoyed Fabula Ultima. It's a very fun story game with fun collaborative mechanics. Right, Charles?
Yeah. I died.
That's why you hoard all of your potions, people. That's why you hoard all your potions.
In Phoenix Downs. They're helpful.
Yeah, let's give a quick sign off from everybody, starting with.
I died. I'm Charles.
I didn't. I'm Evan.
I didn't, and I'm Jeffrey.
And I'm Frank. Never dying because I can't because I'm the GM. Thanks for watching and stay witty. Hello and everybody. Hello and everybody.
Don't edit that out, please, Frank. Future Frank, don't edit it out.
We'll put that in the end.